Welcome to the So What Show. Well, not the So What Show, a day in my life, brother. But I want to speak on family for a minute. You know, most of my people, most of my family are Christians, right? But there's so much of hypocrites, and I see that in a lot of families. And why do I call them hypocrites? Because they say they crystallized to do the will of Jesus Christ. Okay? But if you of another faith or another religion, or if you don't claim Christianity, they don't want to have no part to do with you. They put you, they make you an outcast. And then some of them are, I would call fake Christians, because they claim to be Christians, but everything they do is other than Christianity. You know, all this worldly stuff. Smoking weed, getting high, getting drunk, incest, having sex with anything and everybody. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Yet they claim they're Christians. Backbiting. Talking about this person, talking about that person, but not showing the truth. I can understand everybody as far as Christians not perfect. But and not all family, some of them. But I don't know if you would even call them a Christian. Hell, that's just a goddamn devil. But anyway, they claim to be indoctrinated under Christianity. But see, Christianity is just being a shelter for their dirty religion. And so if you claim anything other than Christianity, they don't want to have a part to do with you. But really, you're not even claiming Christianity. So, I mean, you should really not be having nothing to do with yourself. They just want to use anything and everything to separate one another from one another. They've been indoctrinated by this white Christianity to divide and conquer. See, if they see their brother with something or their sister with something, they feel they supposed to have it too. And if they don't have a part in it, then they don't choose for you to have the enjoyment out of it as well. That's the mind of cable. The mind of Cain, or cable, what is he called? The DC character? I guess so, the mind of cable too. But anyway, they don't see them as being a benefit from what God has blessed you with, as far as in whatever. They can't see past their envy or their jealousy. And I'm not just saying this in my family, I'm saying this in general. There's a lot of families out here incesting and trying to take the father away from the child, trying to take the husband away from the wife, trying to take some part out of the family away from the other one so they can do their little dirty deeds. You know what I'm saying? And just because they're family, it's more easier for the devil to come in a disguised form, and other family members may not even see him. You know what I'm saying? So us as family that's wise enough to see through that have to be able to understand we have to be more vigilant when it comes to those type of things. You don't let your little daughter, your niece and nephew spend a night with your other cousins. I don't give a damn. You just don't do it, especially if you ain't got no grown person there that's wise enough to understand those type of things will come about. You don't want to leave them with no half drunk sister or brother or high cousin or niece and things of that nature. You putting your children into danger that could cause them trauma for the rest of their lives. And then they will blame you, the parent, for putting them through that. So you have to be careful. It can be the grandma. It can be the grandpa. They ain't watching the children as they should, and the children out here doing things that they shouldn't be doing because they've been indoctrinated, and they don't really know how to raise children. A lot of us really don't know how to raise children, but they so proud to accept the truth of it and don't want to be trained right, or feel they too old to be trained to how to raise children. And just because you got children and raised children, that don't still mean you know everything. You never know everything about raising children. You're supposed to always be in the class. It's just like being married. Just because you're really not married. I'm married, but marriage. You're really not married until the end. Until you really become one. Just like raising children. Just because you had children and you raised children don't mean you know everything about raising children. You can always learn how to raise children. That's just something was on my mind. And another thing that was on my mind was man, what was it? What was it? Oh, no. It ain't coming to me right now. But anyway, peace.